So our last final of the weekend, it's the ladies' event. And Harriet Haynes striving for her third back-to-back win. She won in Blackpool in event 1, beating Amy Beauchamp. She won in event 2 in London, beating Amy Beauchamp by 5-0. And here she is against Emma Cunningham. It's been a dominating performance so far. Nice little shot just to open up the pocket. Now just about controlling the cue ball. So Kay, I think, probably played for the one in the middle, but doesn't matter. Still got the one to top corner. And this is a little bit higher than ideal. So there is a nice gap to go down the table and back up again. Just have to navigate these reds. Needs to spin. No, that's no good. Needed some right-hand side on the ball to bring it up the right-hand side of those two reds. And in fact, in all honesty, didn't look like it had quite enough pace anyway. It's going to have to be a double now. Wow, made that look easy. Of course, Emma Cunningham, probably one of the, well, not probably, was certainly one of the most well-known lady players. She's 4 times world champion. I think probably only a question of time before Harriet chalks up her first world title. Has such a big break. I think if she can get through to the yellow, over the left middle, may go. Yes, I don't know really. It's the problem. The problem is it's a kind of 6 of one, half of a dozen of the other. There's a almost symmetrical look to the table. You've got the red tied up just above the middle pocket and the yellow just below. So Harriet choosing to try and double that red, just catching the knuckle. So Emma comes to the table, but not exactly something you'll relish here, is it? an opener on yellows, but has a horrible long pot to either bottom left or bottom right. Of course, Emma is the only lady pro player on the Ultimate Pool Tour. Really loves her pool. She's playing pretty much every weekend somewhere in the country. Still needs some care here. Trying to drop on the red. Closest to this cushion has overhit it. So now, well, the red she's closest to, well, that she's looking at playing it in off the yellow. It's a tough shot. Tough shot to judge the right line. Good effort. Also had a judge where the cannon was going on the other red, but wouldn't have been any good had she made the pot. And now half a chance for Emma. She's going to start her account with, well, she tried to lay the snooker, but she's left the gap. I wonder if Harriet can just double kiss this red into the jaws of the pocket. Oh no, just hit the red on the way through. You could see just imparted a little bit of right hand side there on the ball, and I think it just threw it straight into the yellow. It, definitely had the gap there, and I think that's what she was playing. Just play that little double kiss to nudge the red over into the jaws of the pocket. So, really good opportunity now for Emma to draw level, and one that you fully expect to take advantage of. She does control the cue ball well. Has been a dominant force on the ladies' scene for such a long time. No surprise that the bookies' odds before this event started was Harriet Haynes was 5-4 for the event. Emma Cunningham was 7-4, and I think it was kind of 33-1 bar. There might have been one other player around about 16s, but it just shows how much these two players dominate, these two and probably Amy. So a dry break from Emma Cunningham affords us first look at the table to Harriet, electing to go reds. Has the problem red on the right hand side cushion. Nailing these doubles. I mean, just nailing the double. And I think she's... don't know. She's tried to leave an angle to get across and develop the red on the right, but she's going to try and do it now. But the problem is she needs to be really accurate here. She's going to have to go into a ball to... Oh, how's that held on? End of break, methinks. Just trying to put the red in the path of the black. Could have done with just a touch more pace. So does she pull the trigger here? Only one yellow now tied up. Obviously the black doesn't go to left centre. I'm not sure it's quite the time yet. I think she can bide her time. She's got all the chess pieces in play. I don't think she wants to be taking too many more off the table. Looks like she's going to go for the finish. So, delightful double, but does she need to push the boat out yet? Maybe she feels she does. She perhaps feels that Harriet being such a strength at the table, then she needs to take all her chances. She's looking now at maybe she's considering getting herself into a position where she can cover this left-hand pocket, and that gives her the time she needs to get her bad yellow. I think maybe she was playing it to leave this yellow over the pocket and snooker at the same time, but just finished a fraction short of pace. I think that's the plan, though. Don't think that she's going for that out here. Tried to play it off the red and open up the pocket. She is naturally a very, very aggressive player, very attacking. They both are, in fact. So Harriet can play this, screw across the table, get the red out. Oh, what a great effort. That's very unlucky, and even more unlucky if she loses the cue ball. Goodness me. Just flick the red on the way past. That really was almost a super, super shot. I'll tell you what, these ladies' finals are always right at the end of the weekend, and they never disappoint. They're always a good watch. Everyone's sort of getting weary and kind of ready to hit the road, and you think you just want to see the end of the event, really, by the time it gets to now. But actually, the ladies' events always deliver, and that's a great shot by Emma. controlled it beautifully well, and now should be plain sailing. I still don't. Well, does that black pass the red into the bottom right? If so, it's a very, very straightforward clearance. If not, then a little bit more tricky because she has to get over to the left-hand side of the black. Yeah, this suggests that probably doesn't. I think she's left the angle, or she was planning to leave the angle. I don't know if it goes or not, to be honest. So, I don't know if she was planning to leave the angle to screw in behind the black, or whether this will tell us. Yeah, it obviously goes. Sometimes there's a bit. There we go. If we'd have given that camera angle a bit earlier, I could have known whether it was gone or not. Paul, too busy on his phone. Too busy on his phone. Yeah, that's right. You I'm talking about. To be fair, for a guy that just has to sit there and press buttons all weekend, he doesn't do a bad job. Must have sore fingers by now. If you could only just hear what he just said to me. I got it in my ear, but thankfully you don't have it in yours. Oh, cue ball. So, Harriet, who had it all her own way in that London event, beating Amy 5-0, she's got a challenge on her hands now. She's 2-1 behind, and Emma has ball in hand. Both ball sets just look a bit ugly, but red's probably just a better ball, and with ball in hand she can get rid of one of the big problems straight away. Solving the problems one by one, but still very tricky. Is she forced into taking the plant? I think so. Got a line through to the one over on the left hand side. Now looking at the plant. The thing is, if she gets the plant, it's probably the frame, but it's horrible when you're playing it into a blind pocket and picking the line, and what happens to the first red. It's going to track over towards that yellow, so she needs to hit it with a decent pace. Really difficult to judge that one. And she's left Harriet plumb on one of the difficult yellows. The plant looks dead set to top right. Oh, she doesn't want to run into it. I think... Well, I don't know. I mean, she's broken the 2 balls up now, but she's going to have to lay the trap. It looked as if it was dead set, but may not have been. There was obviously nothing between the 2 balls, so she couldn't make it. So, one of those that she wouldn't have let Emma get back to the table. As I say, it felt like the clearance was on. Once she ran into those 2, then the problem is now, if Emma, I was going to say, if she gets out of the snooker, then it's not a guarantee, but actually with 2 visits, she can just use her first one to set up. Finish you fully expected her to get, and she does with no dramas, and draws things level at 1 frame each. Emma has the break, it's on serve. Just she's making tricky shots look really easy here. I think she needs to play red off the red. Needs to play it with some pace as well, just to make sure it just wants it out in the middle of the table. So actually, sorry, didn't even look at where the cue ball had gone. Cue ball hidden behind the red. So It's okay. I'm trying to force Emma into moving the yellow that's causing Harriet a bit of bother. She doesn't, I don't think she wants to move this. That's causing Harriet a bit of grief. Not major grief, but that's one ball that could go wrong, I think. Yeah, she get the white across. That's, well, oh, that is a good shot. Brilliant. I tell you what, so aggressive. Did not see that coming. Have to say that is a great shot. Such great vision. That shows her her vision of this game. And now she can go on the attack from here. That's brilliant. Oh, just caught that. Just glanced that red on the way past. Really fancied it for that clearance, but I think now Harriet can play the red above the middle pocket off of the, well, actually the other red just drops in. I didn't realise that went in. So top red goes in off the yellows, and she's going to have to leave that till last, but not ideal leaving it till the end, and not the best of angles either. Just a little bit of a, well, she's okay, but yeah, could force it. Oh no, this has suddenly got a little bit more difficult. The black a bit more tied up. She's just going to have to. Great shot. Does the black go? I think so. She's straight down on it. Absolutely breathtaking stuff. It's just so quick. Goodness me. What a high standard of pool. Takes the lead at 3 frames to 2. I just wonder who's quicker. Is it Harriet Haynes or Sean Chipperfield? I reckon Harriet may have the edge on him, you know. She's virtually flying around the table. Dry break. Cluster in the middle of the table, causing problems for both. But it looks like the 2 reds are set to a plant in the left middle, so might not be too bad after all. She's got 2 tricky shots to play along the top cushion. Leaves that to drop, yeah, navigates the first one well. Now needs to leave an angle to come back down table. This is just bridging, which does make it a little more difficult, but I think she's absolutely fine. She's got a solid stance. She's left this nice angle. So now just to feed the cue ball down into the gap between those 2 yellows to leave that plant. Yeah, I was going to say needs to judge the pace right and just played it tentatively. Or does it actually? I think I'm doing a disservice. I didn't realise that actually it flies through the gap. That's exactly what she's played. It was me thinking that she was going to take the plant, because I think that plant is actually dead set to centre, but if she controls this, she can cannon into the yellow to hold the cue ball. She did try the cannon, but it's not worked, and well, now she's left with a treacherous shot. Cue ball's going to be flying here. Look out. Oh, what a shot. What a shot that is. And I said the cue ball's going to be flying, but she controlled it beautifully well into that yellow. What a great shot that was. That was as good as anything we've seen on this table. Still needs another good one, though. Needs to come around. Oh, she just tried to dink it and hold the cue ball at the bottom of the table. Needed to put quite a lot of side on that to keep the cue ball down there, and ultimately it's cost her the pot. Now Harriet can absolutely torture her if she wants to. She doesn't need to go on the attack here. I think she will, because I think it's just in her nature. But just a couple of times just caught the ball on the way through now. And again, cost the pot, but played it with the element of safety. No, I mean, the obvious one cushion escape is covered by that yellow on the left rail, and would like to go to the left side because could get lucky and think she can just come below that yellow and play it with a touch aside. If she can judge this well, she could go close. Could go close to making this. Oh no, just didn't have the side. She needed a touch aside to check the ball off. So I think, as I say, the natural angle was covered by that yellow, so just needed to go a touch lower and check it. Slight misjudgment. And now, 2 visits. I guess the only saving grace for Emma is she's not left an easy opener. So Harriet just taking a medicine and just setting them up. I think, yeah, this yellow passes into right centre, so glorious opportunity. That was a clever first shot, just showing almost an element of knowledge from the black ball world, just to use that first shot to set the balls up. Almost use it as if it was a free shot. That's pretty horrible. Hamper cueing, but doesn't need to do a massive amount with the cue ball. That's a good shot. Probably going to take the plant to middle. Oh. Yeah, just gently rolled it in, obviously. Absolutely nailed another one. Ooh. Wow. That is an uncharacteristic miss. And Emma, I do not believe, would have expected to be getting back to the table. And this is a huge frame. So she's going to play the snooker by the look of it. I think you've got to take the cut here. There's no telling snooker is the problem. I think she's changed her mind. She's going for the cut. I think it's definitely the right option. And she's nailed it. Where's the cue ball, though? Oh, just for a second I thought that was tracking towards that left middle, but it's landed perfectly for the black. This black for 3 each, and she nails it. Oh, she enjoyed that one. 3 frames all. What a great game. Players just stepped away from the arena for a moment, gone for a comfort break, so we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. And we're Cunningham breaking off at 3 frames all. She breaks dry and yellows look very good. I think so many players would have tried to move that yellow there, but absolutely not the right move. Back in herself, she's going to pot that 10 times out of 10, so just ran into the back of the yellow. It's not quite come out, but it's left it as a plant, or should I say not quite come out. It has come out. What I meant was it's not come out as she planned, but she's left this plant into the top right. Needs to beware where that yellow goes. It could have gone wrong. I think if she's straight on this yellow, she can top right through into the gap. Well, not straight and going away from it, so What a shot. Fantastic. Again, bridging, and not just bridging, reaching. It's a simple enough pot, but how do you reach this? I mean, when you're 6'5", these aren't too bad, but what a shot. She's on it, and I think she's just got enough to be able to screw back through the gap, but she's got to play a good shot. She really has to cue this well. Oh, yeah, big pressure on that ball. Big pressure. And I've got to say, I thought she was going to nail that one, but just never had the right control of the cue ball, and it just kept going away from her. And now, great opportunity for Emma. There won't be a single thought of anything but going for the clearance here. Some players at a club level may have looked at this table and thought, well, I can get myself 2 shots and absolutely guarantee it, but at this level, Emma backing herself 100% to not make a mistake. Something she doesn't like about this, maybe just not the right angle and taking the cue ball away from where she wants to be. But she played that well. And can just, well, I'm not sure about this. I mean, I think she's going to get it, but I don't understand. Well, she must have just not liked. No, she wasn't happy. It was too close to the cushion. She felt she needed to just nudge it out. I thought from where it was, it dropped, and she could just plop it in and leave herself a couple of dollies, but obviously not happy. She did play it really well, though. And now she's going to have to send the cue ball around the table, and that just didn't have the pace she needed. I think probably just a touch of side on the ball just to make it zip off that bottom cushion. It almost checked off the bottom cushion. So, big pot coming. This one is huge. I like the fact she played the double. She knew that if she plays it, she's going to leave Harriet an equally big shot at the other end, whereby if she'd have played the cut, she was leaving Harriet a much easier yellow. I think she would have actually liked the cue ball just to run through a few inches onto the top rail, just to... It's not quite as safe as she'd liked it to be. And there you go, nails it. And I think this is okay. Yeah, just off straight to the bottom corner. Still a bit of a test, but got to back yourself. I like the fact she took her time over that one. I think there was a couple of balls that she missed in the earlier matches in the earlier finals in London, where she got down on those shots and just put in a bit of a quick one. And I like the fact she really took her time over that one and absolutely nailed it. So Harriet Haynes requiring one more frame to make it 3 in a row. She has the break. The destiny's in her own hands. Coming, oh, that cue ball was just tracking up towards the top corner, and it stayed out. And well, Reds look good, and she's got an opener, and she's got a little angle on the opener as well to punch the cue ball out. Needs to get it down towards the bulk line, and then she should be on the home stretch. Yeah, good angle. It's the opening pot's probably the hardest part of this job. Just needs to make sure of it. Needs to drop, and it does. So, should be a dot-to-dot finish. We know she's got the game to do it. We know she's got the bottle. Not an ideal kiss now. Run out of position. Suddenly things become a lot more difficult because that red, which did pass into the right centre, now doesn't, and it only goes to bottom right corner. So suddenly tricky. Played that off the yellow. Oh, it's just a little bit more angle yet again. Can she kill the cue ball? Well, she's ran into it. Don't know. I think I'd have preferred to see her try and screw the cue ball around a couple of cushions to leave herself a shot on the red. So, cross table. Nope. And fouled. So, well, could be and should be going to a decider. Chalk it up, Mr. Scorer. What a fitting end to a great weekend of pool. And this really has been a super match. As good as anything we've seen on this table. As much excitement as anything we've seen on this table all weekend. And a valiant effort from both players. Now it's Emma Cunningham who will break off in the 9th frame. And she now becomes favourite. If she can find a ball and find an out from this break, she wins the title. It's anyone's. players shake hands. So as always, a massive thank you to all of the organisers, and also thank you to you for joining us over the weekend. Beard Productions have recently just gone over 9,000 subscribers. Please do help us along our way to get to 10,000. It's a big target for us. So if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's a dry break from Emma Cunningham, and the first chance goes to Harriet. Thanks to Beard Productions, to Paul Moulding, who's done such a great job over the weekend, and also to Frankie, who's worked tirelessly throughout the weekend. And incidentally, if you're a young, single and attractive young lady, especially living in the Devon area, maybe around Tiverton, you best add Frankie onto Instagram, Frankie675. Get onto Instagram and give him a follow. He'd love to hear from you. Frankie, he's been a legend all weekend. Oh, this has gone wrong. Unbelievable drama. Yeah, you'll find Frankie on all the dating sites. Bit of a hero. Amazing. Drama indeed. And Emma has an angle on this yellow on the black spot. I was going to say, she's got an angle. Well, she decided to play the snooker. I mean, it is a telling snooker, but I think obviously just playing the percentages there, but she did have an angle to go into them if she wanted to. I think this is probably the safer option, because it's a telling snooker. If she can extract 2 visits from Harriet, then all her balls are now in the open, and well, it was a good effort, but Emma Cunningham has a golden opportunity. Composes herself. She's been in this situation many times before, graced many a final, and lifted plenty of trophies. And you feel with 2 visits, this is nothing more than a formality. Well, who could have called this? Right up until the last few shots, this match could have gone either way. It's a real big plus for the ladies' game, this match, a real spectacle. It was nip and tuck all the way. Ooh. Oof. Oh dear. Don't do this, Emma. Oh, the double kiss has saved her there. That could have gone so wrong. Wow. Even drama right until the last. So, this black, just compose yourself. Oh no. Holy moly. What am I seeing? And all because of that loose positional shot. She ran out of position and snookered herself on the black, meaning she had to use her 2 shots on the black. Oh, almost seems like destiny. What a shot under pressure that was, by the way. Wow. That is some ridiculous high drama. Well, Emma will be absolutely mortified. I do not think that she can believe what's happened there. Oh, you can see her support, head in hands. Wow, that was incredible. What a conclusion to the weekend. Oh, so guys, we're going to go across and have the trophy presentation, but thank you so much for joining us over this weekend. It has been a heroic effort from everybody. It's been a long weekend, and just the 5.5 hour drive home now. But well, it's been a super weekend. Poor old Paul's got to pack all this stuff up yet. Thankfully for me, I'm in the car and away. But hey, it's been a super weekend, and thanks for joining us. We'll do it all over again in Daventry in just a few weeks. Hope you join us there. See you in the interview room in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I know, second time lucky.
Harriet, I mean, 3 in a row now, which is an incredible achievement. But there must have been a moment when Emma had 2 shots there that you were just ready to shake her hand and say, well played.
Yeah, commiserations to Emma. She was superb throughout the day, coming back from numerous, deficits. Just ecstatic to win. Just getting across the line. There's 2 last frames are almost too easy of the clear. And I kind of rushed them a bit. So looking back, things to improve on, but really happy with that last red to seal it. I was really happy about that.
Are you always, I mean, you say a lot of things to take away, a lot of things to learn from it. Are you always analysing your game in that way?
Yeah, always. I mean, I won't tonight, but tomorrow I'll go through the game and I'll just see what I can work on. Definitely slowing down. My coach, Sean, has been helping me with my cueing. So really happy with my game at the moment. Just wish I could have shown it a bit better on the table today, but get away with the victory somehow. Yeah,
I picked up on exactly the same thing, funnily enough. I noticed a black you had just off straight, I think, a couple of frames ago. Yeah. You nailed it into the corner, but the thing for me that you took a little bit of extra time, whereas there was a few shots at London that you maybe threw in a bit of a quick one. Yeah. And I think I picked up on that. So, it's, as you say, always improving. And 3 in a row now is an incredible achievement. Yeah, I'm just ecstatic. When you come to a tour like this that's been so well run, you have to, you can't complain about anything. The tables are the best in the country, the setup is amazing. This is the best ladies tour, bar none. Look, on that note, we're going to have to bring in Neil Toms now because he's taking a bow over here. He's never going to get his head out of the room. So this is the man who's responsible for all of those great things, and what an achievement.
Well, I was looking at Q score because I've been busy, but I always check the scores, and you were 4-2 down against Paula.
4-2 down against Paula, and she should have won. I was free rolling after that.
And I do believe Emma was. I was watching Amy Bochap. She was 4-2 down.
Yeah.
And you both come back and won.
I think Amy lost, but Emma.
No,
Emma
in the round before.
Oh, round before. Yeah.
She come back.
Wow.
So obviously I'm looking, thinking, oh, this is going to be a completely different ending.
Yeah.
And then you've come back and won that, and then won again and won again. And what was you thinking when she's?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking, like, well done, Emma. You deserve it today.
Well, I just said to Oslane when I was watching, I said, these are gone.
Yeah.
I mean, Emma's a class player, isn't she? Like, do you know what I mean? That's just pressure.
It's pressure. Like, pressure does amazing things to people.
Like, we've all been there, and it's we all want to win, and it's just getting over that final line and putting that final black.
Yeah.
And you've got to feel for us, I suppose. It's just one of them things.
Exactly.
What an achievement, though. 3 on the trot.
Yeah, 3 on the trot, and indeed, this is World Rules Pool Tour Event 3. Harriet Haynes, the ladies' champion. Well done.
Well done.
Thank
well
you.
played.
Cheers.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
Awesome achievement. So there we go. That draws to a conclusion all of the action for this weekend, and what a great weekend it's been. Hats off to Neil and his team for all of the work they've done and all of the effort that goes on behind the scenes.
Back in Daventry
in 3 weeks' time.
Back in Daventry in 3 weeks' time when we're going to do it all over again.
Can I just give a shout out to Mel, my supporter? She's been phenomenal all weekend looking after me.
Well done,
thank
Mel.
you, thank you, Mel.
Yeah, fantastic.
Sorry, Nick.
That's all right. No problem at all. No problem at all. More than welcome. You've earned that.
Yeah, thank you.
So as I say, join us in 3 weeks' time for the action. We can't wait to do it all over again. But we're tired for now. We need a rest. See you all soon.
Thank you.